creativity isn't only relegated to artists and sculptors and poets and writers, and people like that, or playwrights or whoever you want to talk about. Michael, what it is, how it works is this. We'll take one of my paintings. I have a two-dimensional plane on which I have four sides, and I have decided I'm going to paint that. Okay?
Okay. That's fine.
And I have to solve the problem of how the shapes go together, the colors go together, the line goes together on that two-dimensional piece of paper. All right? Now, is that not problem solving? Einstein set the problem of light.
Yeah, so he was pretty creative.
Yes.
Right.
And he was creative about thinking about it. Well, he saw it when he was going up and down the elevator, and he said, well, that light is bending. Why is that light bending when they say it should be straight?
Right. It's because the elevator.
That's right. So he was problem solving. I was problem solving. And that's all creativity is about. If you're writing, it doesn't spew out of you like that. You write a draft and then you've got a problem solved. Does this gratify all the things of English or whatever? All right?
Yeah.
We had the most delightful experience here when my granddaughter Tisha was here. One morning she gets up and she says, "Oh, Grammy, there's a
they
little..."
call you Grammy?
Yeah. There's a little animal in here, but it's not a mouse. I said, "Oh, Tisha." And she says, "Yeah, there is." So out from under the cupboard peeps this little, with beady eyes. And he comes out, and he looks, and it's a little weasel.
Oh, that's right.
And it's about this long, and the tail is about this long. He's beautiful, beautiful sable color with tiny beady eyes and a little black, he's white underneath, and a little black tail, a tip on his tail. So the next day, he ran back. The next day, we looked, he comes out again. And we look at him, and then Tisha says, "Oh, Grammy, there's another one, and there's another one, and there's another one." There were 6 little weasels in the cabin. They came up and smelled our toes, and they looked at us, and they played. Fortunately, Charlie was asleep, and we stood very still, and they just played all over the kitchen area here. And we stood over here. They were so darling, so darling. They have a smell to them, dear.
Was that smell darling?
No, it's skunks are weasels.
Oh, really? I didn't know
This was very light.
Yeah.
And but they do have a light smell to them. Now the adult weasels, I'm sure, do have a big smell. And wolverines are almost as strong as a skunk, but not quite. I'd say it was half the strength of a skunk. The little babies were about 1/10 of the smell of a skunk. And I think that otters are weasels, but I think the water prevents the smell from being. You can't smell it because they're in the water so much. Oh, my sweet mom. Who's my girl? No. My only little one.
Were they up all night?
No, they slept pretty good.
They just got up a couple
Yeah, they just
hours
got,
ago.
not even in a couple hours, like a half hour ago.
Tisha, go get a little sweater on. I'd hate to tell my family some of my experiences in Peru.
I'd be interested. That's what we invited you for.
Is that right?
Because it was interesting watching him, and I thought it must be like that with you. Where do you
Him,
go?
who's him?
Michael
Mike
Palin.
Palin. Oh.
I went to the Amazon the second time. I
Yeah,
went to Peru and
little backcountry.
I made a, no, I went down in a boat down the floated
Yeah.
down the Amazon.
That's what he did.
Oh,
The
it's gorgeous.
rainforest, you're past
Mhm.
gorgeous rainforest.
How were the piranhas?
I didn't put my hand in there.
Testing the water.
What
But
type
I
of
took
boat?
ayahuasca
Too old
while I
for
was
that
there.
kind of crap, Judy. Believe me, I know to you enjoy it, but I don't enjoy, I like it a little more comfortable.
I love third world countries. I took ayahuasca while I was there.
What's that?
Hallucinogenic drugs.
Oh, well.
I
I had the best trip I've ever seen. Oh man, I couldn't believe it.
Do they only last a day or do they last for years?
some of them, the LSD.
No,
guys.
Phil.
How long
What?
does it last?
About 5-6 hours at the most.
Everybody on board took hallucinogens?
We went to a real to a.
They probably
it
weren't
was
on
like
the boat.
this.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little resort, rather one step above camping resort on the Amazon. And they took us in by boats, and then first we went for a trip, and we went. Oh, I had a time and a half. We tramped through the forest, and we learned all about the herbs that come in, which are a lot of them have to do with the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, they're
You know, and-
discovering them all the time. They're sending people down.
And then
doing that.
we
But
brought
yeah.
our trade goods with us, and we traded for blowguns. These were tribes that we went and I
You
danced
got
with
a
them.
blow gun
Wait, you're talking about weapons?
I got blowguns.
with poison on the tip?
No. I didn't think
don't
anything was
have
happening.
one. I have my cleaning lady who will come in on a
All of a
Wednesday
sudden, my heart
for
beat
3 hours.
skipped
and
2
that's
beats,
it.
and I
don't
said,
know. I don't
before
know.
I
was really
laid back
counting
and
on
just
him.
went with it, and I said,
Uh,
"Oh my God, I killed myself, and here I am in the Amazon."
I'll take off shirt now.
Why don't you stand in between your two brothers? Stand in between your two brothers, Aunt Judy.
Oh, I'm supposed to stand in between the
You're
two brothers.
shorter, you're shorter.
Okay. This could be like the wedding picture at the
Are
cave.
we allowed to smile? Are we allowed to talk?
Smile, talk, it's all on video.
It's all on
video.
video.
Yeah, so it's constantly moving.
You're getting the old generation together. I don't know how many more years it'll occur.
It's
So
fine.
grab
It's
it.
right here.
It's here
Right.
now.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, that's good.
Okay, can we go?
Yeah.
Or that agent knew there was a scam going on.
Oh, that
Well,
there was
who
a
knows?
Oh,
scam?
yes, there was a scam. They gave them the wrong time on purpose.
Oh, really? I
So,
didn't think about
yeah.
that. It was the concierge at a hotel, Judy.
I don't care. They do it in foreign countries like that because somebody's going to get money for it.
But they
Just think
didn't
about
get
it.
money.
So it's the egg whites and the sugar, but you beat it. You beat it until it turns into where you can make like mountains of it. And that is a true lemon meringue pie.
Fold in the sugar,
Fold in the sugar.
which is very lightly done like this. You have a special paddle for it.
I need to get a meringue paddle.
No, it's a wooden paddle that comes out like this.
Okay.
That's you fold the meringue in there.
Do you have one at your house?
I used to, but I don't.
You don't know. Oh, that's fine.
Who's Fernando?
Fernando. Boyfriend? Oh yeah. Or are they teasing you?
No, that's the truth.
Wow. How long have you been seeing him?
But I think we're talking about
And how old is he, Mother?
that's what my daughter.
He's 23.
No, 6.
That's right, he is.
How old is he, Hannah?
3.
I couldn't keep up with the 63-year-old. Are you kidding?
How old is he?
64.
Yum, you're a cougar.
Yum, you're a cougar.
What?
No, I don't want to.
What's the worst of it all? The worst of it all. It's embarrassing to me. Because my dear darling son goes around bragging about my smut. It's embarrassing.
That's amazing.
Nothing to be embarrassed about.
I think it's rock on, Grams.
That's right. That's right.
And I hope I grow up to be just like you.
I don't know if you want to do that. First of all, when Deanna was born, Michelle was about 7, and she was extraordinarily curious about babies, where they came from, etc. She used to buy, before she was born, she used to bring her things home. She'd stop in this little store coming home from school, and with her little stash, I don't know where she got it, that, you know, she'd buy a little raccoon.
Oh, are you listening to this, Deanna?
Things. And she was extremely interested in Deanna. And she couldn't wait to hold her. She fell in love with her.
In vitro.
Just about. Well, I had them come into the doctor's office and listen with the stethoscope.
Oh, wow.
And Michelle was able to understand that.
Yeah.
And so she was very much in love with Deanna. And then Deanna was really a very lovely, lovely baby.
Yeah.
So Michelle attached to her very quickly.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And they've been, you know, great sisters ever since Deanna was born.
Yeah.
I was there for the birth of her second child. It was and I was very glad to be there. It's a wonder to be on
the other side of it.
When I was very progressive when I was young, and
she still is.
And well, thank you, Deanna, but I insisted on mirrors. But it got so, you know, at the end of birth, when it's the last few, I would say 20 minutes, everybody's in an uproar. I don't care how much experience they have, it's always in an uproar because they have to do everything instantaneously within a few minutes.
Yeah.
And the doctor has to be a catcher. So all these nurses are running around, you know. So I forgot to look in the mirrors. I wanted to see this bird, and everybody's running around, so I didn't get to see it until I went to Deanna's birth. Since I am supposed to be the matriarch of this conglomeration of grandchildren, children, nephews, and friends, I have a lot to say. I hope that I have been a good role model for all of them. I hope that I have been a good spiritual leader for all of them. I know that it has been an extremely important part of our lives for my children and for myself and for my grandchildren. And above all, I hope that my role modeling has been one where they enjoy life and they laugh and love and really live life with gusto. I thank them for this time.